let's hit it. Keys to the game for Tennessee tomorrow against Alabama. Swain, which way do you start out here? What Tennessee needs to do to beat Alabama?
Gain tackle. Limit explosive runs. I'm not just talking about Gibbs. I'm talking about McClellan as well. He had a great game against Texas. So both of those guys are very, very capable of ripping off 15, 20, 30-yard runs or even further. So we can't allow those guys, especially Gibbs because he has the speed, unlike really anyone else on our defense. So we got to corral him, make sure we gain tackle, and keep him in check. Number 2, lead the band, Hendon. I said this against Florida, and the reason why I said this is because I feel like Hendon's going to have at least 250, 275 yards passing and close to 100 yards rushing. I think he's going to have the same performance as he had against Florida. He's done a really good job taking care of the football. That must continue, but Hendon has to be Heisman Hendon, I think, on tomorrow. And then number 3, win the 50-50s on the outside. When you go look at quarterback and you've had wins on the outside, we've seen him make plays on the outside. We got to win those 50-50 ball matchups because it won't be pretty. It won't be open. It won't be the same way it is when you draw it up on the chalkboard. So you got to win those one-on-one battles. Of course, I can throw in special teams, but I just think that what we've seen is on the outside, 50-50 ball wins. We got to do the same thing this weekend.
So that's saying, but I would stress it going in. Protect Hendon Hooker for a number of reasons. One, he's your quarterback. He's the guy that you were asking to lead, as Swain just said. Shots from Alabama could knock him out of the game. We've seen that here in the last year. You've seen it too many times against Alabama, but also because you're trying to protect the football. If you don't protect Hendon, that means the ball could be up for grabs at some point. If he's taking a hit, the ball could come out, and that's not what you want against Alabama. You don't want to help the offense, help them if they have a backup quarterback in at some point, put them in more advantageous situations. So protect your quarterback, protect the ball at the same time. Number 2, big plays on offense. You'll be taking those shots down the field. I think we hit on this yesterday on the show, but if you're trying to put together several, 4, 5, 6 drives of 6 plays here, 8 plays here, 12 plays here, over and over and over again, and avoid mistakes along the way, that's a lot that you're asking. If you can hit some big shots, Alabama's defense has been good at limiting those, but they haven't faced the test of Tennessee with its ability to hit plays down the field with guys like Jalen Hyatt and Brew McCoy and speed in the backfield. So big plays on offense. You need at least 2 or 3 of those big chunk plays against their defense. And then number 3, contain Jahmyr Gibbs. He leads them in receiving. He leads them out of the backfield running the football. He leads the SEC in plays from scrimmage of 20 yards, 30 yards, 40 yards, 50 yards. If I keep going, he will still be number 1 in the SEC standings.
Yep.
Wow. He is a home run threat anytime he gets the football. If you take the wrong angle, he will take a shot at the end zone. So contain Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield for Alabama.
Leading receiver, too, for Alabama.
Yep.
So he is
all over the place.
He's their guy. And all eyes have to be on him wherever he is, whether it's in the backfield, whether it's in the slot. He's lined up at the wing. Bill O'Brien is going to use him in a different way that we haven't seen on film. I can promise you that. So you got to be ready for it.
Keys to the game for Tennessee to get the win against Alabama. You do what we just laid out, think you're going to be celebrating after the game.